69. And I've had MRIs, CAT scans, ultrasound, and I've got 30 pounds of lard that we can't figure out why, because I'm nutritionally minded. I don't eat to deserve it's like 30 pounds of fat.
Yeah.
But there's been one blessing out of all this hell I've been through for over 8 years. I still volunteer in golf, but I haven't played in over 8 years, and I've been around it for 6 years. And that is a CAT scan with pelvis did not reveal the inch of the disc. I've never been intoxicated, never smoked, nutritionally minded, and took no meds, but they found, I'm in the regional Vietnam state, they found sinister cells in one tube of the bladder. And they were removed in March of 22, and thank God I've been clean and pure ever since. But if they hadn't found me, I might not be standing here.
Right.
That's over 4.5 years ago. So it's just aggravating that this doesn't show up on radiology. You know.
Thanks for your service.
You're welcome. I reduced those 5 words to 3. I just said, are you a veteran?
My dad is.
And I said, well, tell me, are you still with us?
And now he was a Vietnam veteran, and he passed away in the 60s. Yeah.
Was he on the ground?
He was on SEAL teams on the ground, unofficially in North Vietnam.
He's a real deal. That's what I call the real deal. I was on a destroyer.
Actually, he started on a destroyer, and one of his buddies died in his arms pretty much from a shore attack on the USS Edson. And then the therapy, they sent him straight from the boat to UDT school.
And that's the real deal.
Yeah.
But if he was standing there, I'd say thanks for service.
Yeah.
I reduced those 5 words.
And then the other one is welcome home.
Yeah.
He said he didn't get a very good welcome when he came back.
And you know, I'm a Vietnam vet, but I never spent 1 second in factory in the Navy. I was always a reservist, but it was a 2-year obligation commitment. So I'm first on a light cruiser, 10 years old, and then I'm an E4, if you know what that is, E4 enlisted. I'm an E4 in an E7 chief credit and a destroyer. I had every pay record from the captain on board.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was a dispersing credit, which has long since been replaced with direct deposit.
Actually, you were handing out cash, weren't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
So
I
then go spend it.
always had the Q2 in mind. Let's see, I'd say there's no 9 and 90, but there's a 4. No, let's see. There's a 9 and 90, but no 4 and 40. Because they'd always misspell it. Yeah, we go out, the supply officer, he was an ensign. I was an E5, so I was E4 when I reported in Navy 5. Just the right place at the right time, maybe 5 and 15 now. Some guys in the Air Force, 20 years, he never knows who's shit. Well, fortunately, from E5, after UNKC, I went over to the dark side and got a position. So that was it. We used to walk down the pier, had a 45 strapped on with a briefcase to go get the bag. I think we had, in 1969, we had the safes welded to the deck. We might have had $250,000, where the aircraft carriers probably had a million.
That was a lot of money.
1969. Then you go into Hong Kong and the Philippines, you go get $100 and you have to change the... Who's your player here?
He's in dugout. He wants to go to Naval Academy and be a Marine. He wants to do infantry officer.
How old is he?
He's 14.
Yours truly. I've already told you about junior college and GI Bill.
Yeah.
I volunteered in Hawaii to be on a blue and gold officer for the academy.
Oh, really?
We got 7 kids into the academy from Hawaii in 1 year, which set a West Coast record.
Wow.
And it wasn't because of what I did other than I sold them on paper. I'd go to the school and manage them and sell them on paper, and then the decision makers. And maybe because some minorities were involved, and maybe because it was Hawaii, but 7 in 1 year.
Well, you get a certain number per state that are at least allocated, right?
I'm not sure about, but what he does need is obviously a blue chip record.
Yep.
Does he happen to be a scout?
He's about to get his Eagle Scout.
Okay, that's a giant plus.
And he's straight A student.
You can tell him you talk to an old blue and gold. If he knows
And actually, here in town, they have a thing called Dinner with Warriors. And he got invited to that, and he got to meet blue and gold officers from the surrounding area. And then each of the different academies all had representatives, as well as the local guy that previously he was in charge of the Marine Recruit Depot. He was like a lieutenant colonel. He came to kind of just represent the Marine side of things, because all the Navy guys, the Naval Academy, didn't have that background.
There's nothing like the Marine Corps. You tell this young man that I know of.
Yeah.
This guy's son is at Army Major at Bank of America in Liberty. His dad reportedly has a T-shirt. He's a colonel, retired. 06, like a Navy captain.
Yeah.
In California, it says the Marine Corps is a cult. And I said it's the greatest cult ever.
Well, I think the thing he likes about it is how selective they are of who they let in.
There's nothing that can be there. If Mayor Q wanted to fix the urban core, in my opinion, all of them would be in the Marine Corps until they fix this mess. It's unacceptable. Now, Lucas! Fatherless society, 73% of all the kids born. I've moved up here from civilian work with 24th and Brighton, which has been the hood for over 50 years. Went to East High School my freshman year. He already knows if you met that colonel or lieutenant colonel, and you guys would do a great, on the third Thursday of the month, if you come to the American Legion Post on West 75th Street, west of Metcalf.
Yeah.
The group, or you can look it up.
75th and Metcalf?
75th and Metcalf.
I'm a member of their SAL squadron, and my son wants to join that one.
Yeah, well, that's come at 7 o'clock. Well, if you come at the lunch at noon, the Navy League lunch is there. And that Navy League is a civilian organization. She can go on. The Navy League was founded in 1902 by Teddy Roosevelt to lobby for maritime forces, Marine, Coast Guard, Navy, and they've changed the rules a little bit. Where an active duty, I used to be an active, he was an active duty officer in the but you could be a member and he couldn't because of the lobby. Okay. So, third Thursday of the month, Navy League lunch at the post, 370. I'm a member. Well, I need the two brothers that you know, my black named Bowman.
So are you involved in the youth programs in American Legion?
Not baseball. I'm aware, but I'm not involved. Oh, Henry! I'm involved with the Sea Cadets. The Navy, in fact, he could be in the Sea Cadets.
See, I've been involved. Are you familiar with Boy State?
Yes, I've heard about it.
I've been with the program for like over 30 years. Like, you're the type of Legionnaire that if you ever had time or wanted to go work with it, be the type we meet in June each summer at K-State, and we have a guy that is.
My dad was raised on a farm right by Junction City. Started on the Katy Railroad at Junction City.
Most of our Legionnaires are. We've had some state commanders. We've had a lot of leadership in the Legion. But when they served, they were enlisted, and so they don't have the officer representation. One of our guys went Merchant Marine and served in the Navy, and so he comes in and educates them about all the academies, even though his job is to recruit from Merchant Marine. He educates them and brings them Merchant Marine Academy. And then, but he tells them like, hey, here's.
So he's a graduate of his.
Correct. And then he was a naval officer and served in some sports, as a civilian. But he brings in Air Force.
Where do you guys meet?
So basically it's a week in the summer in June at K-State. Not really. We do some electronic meetings for planning, but that's like the main in-person
thing. I think of robots. All these kids are hooked on robots.
Yeah, we do calls and do some. We have like weekly planning meetings, but the main time when people come in and get to interact with the people going through the program is just like 1 week out of the year.
In case he knows he's got the, I hesitate to use the word because he needs that.
And actually, we just got back from a Boy Scout group called Sea Base. It's one of the High Adventures down on the Keys. And one of his leaders from there, she just finished her freshman year at the Naval Academy. And she was telling them that the blue and gold, whatever may tell you all these things, she's like, your grades and your ACT is 75%. So you need to be solid there, or it's a no-go.
Well, that Eagle Scout's
yeah.
another 30.
Yeah, and then basically they're saying Eagle Scout and going to Boise State are two things that give you some leadership
Can he
points.
do that, or does he do that?
You can do it after your junior year.
Well, it sounds like he's on the right track, and you're walking around my name and mother if I could help it, even though I'm up in Liberty. I'm glad to hear he's going to be an Eagle Scout. Boy, I tell you that.
He would have got it when he was 13, but he had this headache delay and he wasn't able to go to school and
I
stuff.
hope they got an answer to that.
Yep. Yep. And I think
There's no tumor or nothing.
no, all that stuff cleared, but
Had the MRI.
and
This is fine.
yep. So we're kind of on the point where if he clears up and he's good for the next 3 years, we're in good shape. But if it doesn't, he's going to be getting a lot of waivers.
Well, then, that and I don't know the answer. I didn't borrow or renew.
No.
I don't know how old he could get, whether he could get in at 19 or 20 or anything like that.
Yeah. And the girl he met, she's like, you can still get in with waivers. She's like, I had to get 5 waivers to get in. But she's like, you got to start early in that process or you're going to run out of time.
And he knows he wants to be a Marine.
Yep. He decided that as a...
He talked about aviation, or he talked about...
infantry. He went and looked at all of it, and he's like, I want to be an infantry platoon commander. But he said if I have to...
I'm not excited about
he
it.
said,
That's what we call the real deal.
so he said as a backup, he'll take Marine aviation, he'll take naval aviation, he'll take Navy surface, Navy submarine. He's like, I'll do any of it. He's like...
You got your phone. You got your phone. I'm not going to give you a I'm going to give you a Have you ever looked up phones of mine?
Oh yeah.
Are you a woman?
I'm not...
Okay.
I'm familiar with it.
Have you ever seen going in these 3 minutes later? Okay. FOH.org. We don't, 3 minutes. I can stand it, but I'm not. FOH.org. And FOH. Hotspot. So my world is really small. My world is training for the training with other presidents. The number one challenge on the planet is active, effective, and timely communication. Okay, just scroll up slowly.
Okay, up. No, I'll see it. There we go.
You know this is happening. Because I'm standing here, I screw up every system I get close to. Keep going. Right there. You touch on that white arrow.
I've watched it before.
There's over 82,000 scholarships now of the results of this. That's Dan Mooney, I've met him. He's a PGA golf professional. He's a Oklahoma National Guard. I met him when he was a Marine at Lionsgate Golf Course. I met him and his wife.
Yeah.
And he played golf at KU with Jerry Wood on the PGA Tour. Anyway, he was a major. Now he's a retired lieutenant colonel. He's actually on the guard. Very guard.
There's some people either in our troop, or I'm also in a group called Split Patrol that personally know him and have talked about him.
And Tommy Watson's had a little bit of connectivity with forwards. But anyway, there's 13 forwards in the flag. And for $13 a month, you become a wingman. It's there.
Okay.
So wait till you listen. Please let the boss lady, you're the boss lady, please let the boss lady listen to that. It's an experience on a commercial flight. And when he's walking through first class, and he sees an individual in uniform, and he starts asking questions. Wait till you find out what's happening. It's touching. He claims his legs. And I'm a winger, and I'm all for codes of honor. But I just am fascinated. The first major corporate donor should have been IBM, or Sunway, or Hallmark. It was Anheuser-Busch, $4.5 million.
Well, they...
Are you throwing that? Mike, what's wrong with that? Yeah, leave it out to the side. My name is Trash. In fact, is there some metal in there? I've got a friend that recycles metal. That's not plastic, is it?
Probably
That's
aluminum.
rubber?
Yeah, I think
It's probably aluminum.
Aluminum? I may take it home with me. You sure it can't be repaired?
like snapped.
Johnson County kid. You know, you need to come from Blue Collar Railroad. My dad was on the Cleveland Railroad. After a sophomore year in high school.
When we're at a scout camp, they break one of their chairs. They get out some 550 cord and they start making lashings, and they basically strengthen up the chair. I don't really have time for it, probably. If you want to mess with it.
Well, if it's got metal in it, a friend of mine he's a scrapper.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes he tears a washing machine or a dryer washing machine by thinking he's gotten lots of money out of these machines.
Nope.
And it's a tiny world. Trash is my name, Tom Brown, and my phone number is easy to read. USA 9. 8721 is USA 9. Jockey man, I think Tom.
So it's Tom.
Tom, IASA is the last name.
And then it's
816
816
415 8721. And I'm what the Navy calls a Mustang.
Okay.
I think the Marine Corps probably says I went over to the dark side. You go from enlisted to commissioned officer. But if you know anybody that's up to 42, especially if they've got a bachelor's degree, they can come in right off the street, never been in uniform a day in their life as a commissioned officer in the reserve. 1 week in a month, 2 weeks a year. But, and of course, once he goes through the academy, and 4 years of active duty, so I'm sure he'll be a new code 3 or 04, and he'll probably stay for a career. However, when he walks out that gate, you never get out of the reserve. The loving order, especially the enlisted. The officers are smart enough to not do this. If the enlisted, even if they packed off, even if they had a bad day, even if they hated, even if they hit somebody, even if they got busted. And I used to take their pay when they got busted with the captain's class. Then anything, I don't care. It's a different company. It's like going from IBM to Zero. So when you walk out there gate, tell them not to cry. Because every one of them reaches age 60 and says, quote, I wish I was stayed in reserve. Because 4 days paid per month to 2 days. 20
So one of his scout leaders, I think he started enlisted in the Air Force. He became an officer, active duty, and then when he got out, he went to Air National Guard. He worked with the tankers from Topeka. He had another one that was enlisted in the Marines. He had one that I think went through ROTC. He was an officer in the Navy, worked with aircraft carriers. And he has one that was like lieutenant colonel in the Army. So he's got a couple different enlisted and officer in the scout side that he's been able to talk to. And some of them have sat down with him and said, this is the career field that you're looking at going into, and this is kind of what that means. It's, you know, it's different than what you see in the movies or whatever. Like, here's what the real deal's like. Like, as an officer of a platoon, you might have to go make a visit to someone. No, he did it on his own. I think one of the things that was a turning point for him was we went to Fort Valley Apple Days, and they let you shoot machine guns, and he's like, I'd like to do this for a living. Is that near? That's over on the Missouri side? Is that close to the Smoky Hill Range? There's a Smoky Hill bomb range that the Air National Guard operates. I think it's probably over in that area. It's southwest of Junction City a little ways. Oh yeah. Each time it comes through, we take a look.
I almost went almost when I seen it before.
Yeah.
And then the engineer, Dickens, IXO, he's a Mustang. Commander, but he's the chief. I went from E5 to 01. And IXO, Chief West, so I tripped on it. I tripped on it a few times. I told him, look who's at your helm. Who's at your helmet sequel.
Yep. Well, I've watched some videos from Dickens, and then we've seen him talk a little bit when we've been to some stops. He seems to be a really good leader for that group.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's an expert, right?
I mean, you see him robbing and get his autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Before I knew who he was, I just kind of he had this presence of like, this guy is important.
it doesn't matter that he's wearing
All the safety gear,
well done.
the vest, and the
Overall.
overalls, everything. Yeah. But he's
You
hands
ever,
on.
you ever met anybody with the name all over the world? Tom Ray, T-Ray.
But he's pretty hands on.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But I'm thinking that like maybe when my kid is a grandparent, eventually we may have a situation where gas engines are like what steam engines are. You're not going to have very many people that know how to work on them. It'll be more limited.
I keep telling you, you find that the drivers dislike the trucks. I am so sick of trucks tearing up these interstate highways and shit. Lord. And I wanted to believe that there were probably less than LCL, less than car load on the radio or on the radio.
Yep.
I wanted to believe most of these trucks going up and down these are less than 50%. And they say I'm wrong. They say they're low. Yes. 10,000 times.
Yeah.
Killing people in these jackasses, pardon the expression, is not even legal. Driving and you're out there slaughtering people with.
Yep.
It's just. Don't get me started because I believe they like to be stupid.
There's a lot of cargo that moves by rail and by truck.
But no passengers.
Yep. People don't want to wait that long. They want to get on a plane and show up at their
They
destination.
want to spend 2 hours getting to the airport.
Well, we went down to Fort Lauderdale. I think we were in the air 3 hours. If I would have got on a train, it would take me like 3 or 4 days or something.
Yeah, I was actually, I had 8 days working because I'm still getting my mother who made it to 91 and my special needs sister made it to 75. And her legal guardian, she graduated to heaven last October. And during all these part-time jobs, I was with Vanguard Airline and depending on the TWA. And then Vanguard jumped up my neck. And I quit after 6 months. And I don't take this to the bank, but I got stuck into line between my shoulders. She's more qualified to do the carriers motions than I was. But they just wanted the name. I guess to satisfy the admin across the street. So here I am. My real concern is I have a gift and I've got people things that they didn't even know existed as far as after duty billets or after duty training, 2 weeks or more, even exercises, all kinds of stuff above and beyond. But I get over there and I stick you on those billets. I had no idea. I should have been a supplier. Came after background. but you couldn't. So I wanted to get a commission. You didn't know what I got. It was in trade. So they stood me in this, and I said, the only thing I can say is I'm from the independent Missouri area. We had all of this about these terrorist cells in the Philippines and Japan, but nobody was doing anything. It was politically incorrect in the mid-'80s. I said, let's do what Harry Truman did. I don't think we would have money. I don't think we would have the money to explain it. I don't think we would have USS Cole. I think we could have done what Trump's trying to do now, get rid of it.
But yeah, sometimes they do some weird stuff. Like I had one of the guys I volunteered with Wayne State, he was a Navy corpsman, and towards the end of his contract, they didn't have a place for him to work as a corpsman, so they sent him to be a base security guard with the corpsman training.
I came in handy for the job. Did you remember what the DO, Obama standing at a podium and what he called him?
What's that?
Corpse. You know how it's spelled. C-O-R-P-S, and then corpse.
The guy was telling me that they get, out of all the medics from different services, they get some of the highest privileges in terms of things that they're authorized to administer without a doctor authorizing it. Compared to like an Army medic or other services.
I wish the guy that I donated on the teetotal, and I won in Oklahoma City last May. I won the box is his fault. It's Scotch whiskey. This bottle of whiskey is worth about $95. So I donated it yesterday to a golf tournament at Paradise Park.
Okay.
For the Sertoma Club in Liberty, and the service for me and Simon. Turns out the guy that planted it, he's a teetotaler also. But it had the bottle that I donated. It was a real nice set. The bundle was together this guy did. So he got all of this for $125 donation for the silent auction for the Sertoma Club. And this box, this wooden whiskey box with a couple of glasses in it. Excuse me. And come to find out, when he was walking over by the table, never saw him, never met him. He's from Tony, Missouri, and he's a retired Master Chief Corpsman. So I'll ask him. I'm going to take him to Navy League lunch.
Yeah.
And I hope you keep Thursday in mind.
Okay.
Just show up if you can get away from whatever you're doing.
So it's Thursday at lunch?
If lunch is Monday, but then when I come down from Liberty, because it's so far, I come all the way down there from Liberty, so I stay, and ideally there's a Royals getting on, and I fill in the time, and then 7 o'clock that night, this is what I want to bring my son to. Not only the, if you can stand the road, rub elbows with a bunch of enlisted people, there's more enlisted than you heard of FISH. FISH, because you can look it up, FISH, Friends in Support of Heroes, and a guy named Paul Kappa created this organization over a decade ago. They meet. That's what's cool about Navy League lunch. They meet at 7 o'clock that night. And they have
the same day?
They have some fabulous speakers, including high-ranking Marine officers. You don't should come back. Maybe you want to come to lunch. I don't know your livelihood.
So you need an RSVP for it or anything? Or?
For lunch, you can let me be my guest, but I'm supposed to RSVP for lunch.
Okay.
At 7 o'clock, lunch time, and you just order, if you want something to eat, you can just order.
Okay.
For me, it's not really a meal. Maybe lunch.
You got room, Gunner? You got room?
Yeah, this would be a good experience. Especially at night. If I can find a good Paul Chapel, he lives out at real spectacular subdivision. Shuttled in. He's going to Rockefeller Highway.
Okay.
I think he's got it shuttled in. And
Are you a member of that post also?
I'm in between.
Okay.
They're looking for me to renew with them instead of national. And, but yes, I've been a member.
Oh, did you hold a national office or something, or just join that?
So I'm up in Liberty.
Oh, gotcha.
And then these knuckleheads in Liberty. The DFW and the American Legion.
They're all fighting each other.
I'm glad you know about that. That's why I said adios.
Yeah.
And I went to Harry Truman's post down on 40 Highway.
Yeah.
You familiar with that one?
Not that one.
Well, do you remember where Stevenson's Appalachian restaurant was? At 40 Highway and Lee Summit Road?
I'm not really familiar with Lee Summit that much.
Well, Quick Trip was on their corner. Harry Truman was a VIP guest. And my mom's cousin, Mary, that Stevenson, she's the twins, Les and Lloyd Stevenson, and they had a third brother, and that's back when it was good. It's just like Walmart. Once Sam Walton did it, when Walmart, once they passed away, and now Quick Trip is sort of famous, almost world famous in other restaurants. So, anyway, I'm glad you know about that. When you get over there, knuckleheads all got popular, and then there's supposed to be a lawyer involved, supposedly $250,000. Don't be like argumentative and enlisted chiefs. Be like, so I went down there. Then, because the Navy needs lunch, then we did all of the
Let's go! Dan, let's go! Let's go! Good goal! Yes! Good ball!
I'm going to say Skidoo. I actually took Skidoo meat company with their daughters. We had one date for decades ago. What's the place down on the hill? The place
They stay on pretty good though.
Anyway, it was like 35 bucks.
Is this the same place?
Got it moved from there. It's a nice place and a nice lunch. We started out moving on the board decades ago at the Woodside basketball. And we had like 4 minutes. And the admiral would show up and we went 200 for breakfast. And I did the two. It kind of looks like a different smell.
I know, yeah.
Excuse me.
Do you have a player in one of these teams?
No, I was so I didn't know who you were here college. The night after having some tacos, I go on Mill Street at Liberty. And a friend of mine, an Army veteran, graduated and ran cross country in Jewel. So I drove up there and I saw a spot and I took a picture of it. And then I rubbed him up a little bit more and I found the guest for William Jewel. And this 54th Street team was practicing. So I met Terry, Jeff Harrington's manager, I call him manager, the coaches, and John Walter, those two guys.
There we go!
And they told me about this game.
Let's go!
And there was a lot of confusion, communication and stuff. And I thought,
This tournament's at like Creekside here. I think it's like
St. Mary's, Kansas
Bonner
tomorrow.
Springs.
They're playing St. Mary's tomorrow.
Yeah, St. Mary's. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
But this is a 4-day tournament.
After they play St. Mary's tomorrow, midday, they play back at Creekside tomorrow night.
That's how this is baseball.
This ain't the Little League that I do. This ain't Little League.
Well, they have to have full-size high school fields, and sometimes a lot of complexes will have the smaller fields for little kids, but they may be limited on the full field. Like the national level, they're having, like the American Legion had a booth at the DFW National Convention, and they withdrew and said they're not going to be there because of some of the fighting going on.
See, there's at least 16 definitions. stupid. Because I checked the ones and then got realized something stupid. And one of them is if you say something stupid, that's pretty harsh. If you say something foolish, well, one of the definitions of stupid is foolish. You know, why don't we team up like decent, God-fearing American veterans and don't even allow this kind of stupidity?
Well, the VFW headquarters is here in town, isn't it?
Absolutely.
And then I've been to the American Legion headquarters in Minneapolis because I'd go there for like national youth meetings and stuff. But I don't know.
A friend of mine, Ron McLean, Air Force veteran, lives about a mile from he's the American Legion service officer that office in the VA hospital.
Okay.
And I'm also in the Legion veteran, which I headquarters chapter 317, that's in the 3000 block of Walnut, which is right across the parking lot from where I ran the film lab down the side. From the tall tower, 31st and Grand, you look right across the parking lot and it's old historic Presbyterian church. And that's the lower level is the BBO, and they've got 3 service officers. And these are guys that get plans. Veterans should never touch an account.
When my dad, he was at the VA in Topeka, and I think the American Legion helped him navigate. It took a couple years. And he eventually got 100% Navy.
And they're proactive.
Yep.
My favorite word when they're doing it, and because of this, it's number 15 on the Vietnam Legion Orange list, and I'm in the study in that Greenwater Navy, is flatter, so I say it's like you're either pregnant or you're not. You're either 0 or 100, so you're 100%.
And I ended up getting, my siblings and I ended up getting some of the child education benefits, things like that, once he officially got declared.
You know, back when I used to be in the idea, I don't know when that came in, but you talk about something or here, just in the story. You stayed like I do 4 years after to get the full 36-month record. But they had a deal in the mid-60s, 69. And Nixon had an all-man 47 message. So lines were hung on the pier at San Diego on his out. So I got another route even though I was in 5. And this episode Dickens trying to help to bless that. And I thought, are we going to pay this guy? We know he's going to, we're going to promote him. We know he's getting out. As soon as we, so anyway.
Hey, one more!
The GI Bill is the GI Bill. Well, then along comes this opportunity to give it to the house, to give it to your kids. I don't know when that happened. God knows that's a tremendous.
They've even got a program now that you can join the National Guard and you get all kinds of GI Bill benefits.
Yeah, you get the education paid. But the rest of the story is that program serves 1990. Because I was here for 18 months with a line, back in, so this is full 45 months of GI Bill. Stupidly, foolishly, I went back to UNKC and after using that X number of months to get the last monarch to hold the career less than 16 months on the book. But back then, Vietnam was we used it or lose it for 10 years. I think that's when it is. I ought to go back and the college got to get on to college.
Spray coming out. It's up! Come on! Those walls take too long to get waterlogged. You gotta this and get it all the way back behind. in my bag. Yeah, so there's people that are out of town or at home or wherever. They can be watching a live broadcast, and and then there's another guy scoring it, and so it'll put the name of the pitcher, name of the batter, what plays are happening, who's on the base, it's tracking all their stats.
And I had a pager. I did on the doctor.
This is the video shot.
So that's you.
That's transmitting. It's got the pitcher. We got a new pitcher throwing 5 pitches. You get the batter. You got all the count, the score, you got everything going there.
But that's your picture.
Yeah. It's going out across, out into the cloud, and then coming all the way back.
Before it got to the cloud,
and then it tracks what it plays. It knows everything happening, it knows the box score, and
you haven't been around this long as soon as I saw him on TV from the back of this cover, I knew who it was. Anyway, he would go on buses and things like this back. So, what's the thing?
it's like outfield, second, pitcher.
Oh, he does this?
Like pretty much almost everybody on the team always caters for long tournaments,
I know, we
but
love like
pitching is kind of one of the main things he likes to do.
Most people never heard of it. I just
My daughter's tried it. She was an underhand fast pitch, but she tried to throw overhand, and she just couldn't get the technique worked out. No, she wants to be a medical doctor, but she doesn't want to go the military route. If she ends up needing money, I think for medical school she may look at like an ROTC option just to get med school paid for. But yeah, I think for undergrad, I think she was supposed to do civilian side, and yeah, she likes K-State, their pre-health professional program, but she's looking at some other options around the country. And the program she's looking at, they pay for all her med school.
We got the love boat uniform with the shorty. Thanks a lot.
I'm George Rothwell.
Makes me think the boss guy today. George Rothwell. If I can help out,
Okay.
I do know he's hold on to it. He's way ahead of all of that.
The guy we met was from the greater Kansas City area, and the guy that comes to Boise State for like outside of the metro area on the Kansas side. I can't remember what his name was. He's like in Soto or somewhere.
Paul
Okay.
I can get
Yeah, I sent you a text.
Well, that's the cost of medical care in the U.S. is all the lawsuits from the insurance.
And I don't know, I think it's a $30 million settlement. It's just the time for the old guy that's been over if you go to town forward, I tell people who live in way off I could put a lot more pictures in there.
It's a 2D format. So this is a 2D barcode and QR is just the. And they have a bunch of different. There's like hundreds of barcode formats. Well, there's just different formats, but like the QR code has become like a big standard. It's easy to take a picture with your phone, and then all the phones know how to read that format. I think they try to play nice. I think generally they try to play nice, and there's some international standard groups. And so if you want to make a new barcode format, you could talk to them and say, hey, I've got this new format. Here's how you would identify it. And then all the barcode scanners have to know all those different formats. You would think that, but like when I started dealing with barcodes for the voice state programs, we do a lot of barcoding there. I became aware of significant numbers of symbology that I had no idea existed. And so I think right now everything they have out there meets the needs of most people. So I don't think there's people out there trying to create new ones, but it's possible.
Well, see, I thought maybe if the answer was yes. You said, oh, sure, there's another one exactly like that in Taiwan. Still, you think about we celebrated the battle of the birds. So anyway, I think Taiwan. So let's say there's another one. So the court that they don't get sued because of something behind the court to get what they have.
Yeah, I think, well, at least in the U.S., this is pretty standard. When you go to Asia, they put up totally different standards.
People who don't know what to do. There is not a lie about that.
Okay.
So this has been a fantastic stop. I mean, this is going to get you really. But look at all the commonality. Your dad, maybe, and your dad, maybe, right? And your investor, so you know all about that.
And I volunteer with the Legion Youth Program.
Give yourself a break. I'm going to be honest with you. He's going to be a junior next year.
He'll be a freshman.
Oh, yeah. We can very cool. He might pull a back on me. He might say, absolutely, Dad, that's where I want to go.
This is him on a dive boat out in the ocean.
I was so skinny and so weak, I couldn't hardly
Look
do
at
one.
this. Doing plyo push-ups out on doing 30 knots on the water.
Okay. Green Bay is the greatest park in the history of the world. That's the start. Anything on the road, I found out.
Yeah.
Anything on hiking, TX, ORG. I found out about this through Colonel Tom Hogan.
Is it like a high school?
I just wish there was a lot of
That counts for a month. Well, and there's the junior ROTC Marine program. Actually, the guy that used to be like Shawnee Mission South or something like that. One of the guys that's involved is Lieutenant
Anyway, I did it to help him out. Like I told him I did it to stop taking band-aids for 1 year and 7 years and year
I'm gonna have to retire and be a volunteer more. I'm already overloaded volunteering. I work for UMB. I manage software developers. And I typically rank number 1 or 2.
Matt, you haven't either, bro.
Volunteer.
Yeah, my good old one.
One time, one thing to let me do was be on the field before a KK game. I got to flip the coin with the ref with Johnny Russell next to me. I called it, I flipped it, and basically won the call. And I scored a goal right away. So I'm like, I felt like I had a part of it. The main thing you gotta figure out now is get his injuries figured out and hope that like he won last year. He did football, wrestling, basketball, baseball, track, and then he did band, jazz band, honor band, and he did scouts. He plays euphonium. Yeah. And so in middle school they let them join the jazz band, but in high school he's looking at either to teach himself trombone or maybe go to guitar. They won't take the euphonium in the jazz band. It looks like a small tuba when you have the concert room. It's in the tuba family. the young and patrol leaders. They moved him to patrol leader in 7th grade, and they started giving him leadership positions before he even got to first class. They normally give leadership positions. Yep. We took him to learn how to do snowboarding. He picked up snowboarding like 30 minutes, and all the snowboarding instructors were like noticing him, and they're like, I really like the main rider to go with like a board rider, you know. Yep. And then our oldest is in college. He's studying computer science and cybersecurity. Yeah, he just finished his freshman year. He's going to finish school. He's only got like 2.5 years left and he'll have 2 degrees. I told him to look at some of the stuff, and I had him meet some guys that are like Air Force intelligence that actually went to the same school he did. But he's not wanting to go there. He's a professional e-gamer, so he needs to have a certain amount of time he spends on practicing. He coaches his team, and he recruits players. They're playing at the highest level of competitive e-gaming. So it takes him a lot of time that he has to dedicate to play at that level and keep his grades up. Most of these guys just finished their 8th grade year. We've got at least one of them just finished. Disagreements. Some of the positions people have tried to remember because he didn't cover all the positions in that skit. He covered all the main ones, but then there's a couple he didn't cover, and there's different opinions on what he would have put.
strike zone and the Northern League on TV. If you pay attention to where it is on the human body,
I haven't had time to watch my game.
the next time you look at it as a picture,
There you go. Good job.
Very good.
in the old days, I always said the strike zone was armpit to knee.
It's between the waist and the shoulder. It's like halfway. But they don't say exactly where it is.
On TV. Once I learned you can't see on TV, I kid you not, it looks like it's right at their name.
I like those colors.
It looks like the picture is just, they're bad enough anyway, but it's not one strikes. And then it looks like it's really, you gotta really get a pitch built into it. Your knees and not feel it.
And at the NLD level, they've got the tightest zone left to, and now that they've got the contract, it's becoming a challenge.
I guess they gotta be like the DFW and the American Legion. They gotta, well, the National League's not doing it.
Here's your fight, or here's your mercy. After 3, 15, 10, so if you can't get to the third, you just keep going to your time. And then this is a 4-day tournament, so they play 3 full games, and then they start playing. And if you don't do well enough before, you get a consolation game and you're done.
What is being important is just
You're just randomly assigned before the tournament started. You play those and determine your standings for that much.
this is the team.
That's the team that's going to do it now. I think we're missing some of our people, and I think we maybe having stuff. New people.
I hope I got it wrong. Heroes Classic Golf Tournament in Farms. Monday. I mean, so 3 weeks ago. Gary Sinise. Gary Sinise from the National Team. Boys go. Okay. He does, and he's not a veteran. And he wrote the foreword to a lady friend that I'm connected with, 11-year-old, Norma D-O-N-L-A-N. She's about 83 or 84 now. And her first husband was supposed to be when she was 22 years old in Hawaii. He has a new bride, and he was an officer in Vietnam, came out of the so she's got a book.
I want to hear more of this story.
So anyway,
Army Willow. Army
yes.
The reason I covered up this is I think that she would be better recently because I met the guys when we came back to the team from the Navy.
Oh. Because we sat over here where we're going.
Bank used to be really played
I like it.
it's got to be scholarship. So, but back to normal. Then playing.
Good ball.
She looked logical.
Right. I thought I'd just
When you get time, you want to save your low back. greatest ball striker in the world. You got single planes, not like this. Trevino called it pipeline noise. You have to go online and look up ball woman. You can see a picture of him. You'll never believe.
So,
It's a savant. Called him a guy. But there's a guy in Oklahoma named Graves, top that's carrying on his legacy of teaching the single player. 22-inch stance, single player. And his pros, I guess they got eagles in this field, and we got to do this.
so anyway,
I like to
he
talk
left
about
on good
that
terms.
because
They
they
didn't
didn't
bring
go
up
to their
like take space for some of the others.
Let's keep in touch, and maybe we'll see you at post 370. Is that what you said? SAL, you're in there?
Which is what they do to most of them.
I knew a guy.
I guess August 3rd week of August.
Well, that's what I meant. That's why.
So I was at the golf tournament. Whiskey, I got rid of the whiskey. I told him, I said, I hope this thing reaches 150 pounds, then I'll go
And then I'll be able to publish that on.
to the Fort Levin's, we support family assistance. So 85 and below.
Yeah.
And they have to
Well, he said me.
20 years and last year, $500 per family.
So he said me. Just like said he was surprised and shocked. Nothing. No, of course. So I sent him a text.
Exchange or or something like that. And a $200 gift card to the policy.
You were going to Steve Brown's. He's pretty involved with, I'm not sure they work with different veteran organizations and advocacy groups
Really?
in Kansas City. On the Overland Park area.
See, if I was still living
And he got one of the I have him on Facebook, and I saw that someone had nominated him, and he got selected as like the service member of honor for the Royal Senate. But it was like,
That's why he made that. That's why he texted me. Yeah, I wanted to have it. I would do. So,
So, she became a Royals fan when I was with her.
Nice, dude.
All right, here we go.
But had we been able to we wouldn't have been down to see and she also
didn't think twice about it.
we put address labels. I did a stack of signs and put address labels. And game 160 out of 162. New stock is here. She won $900.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, and let's keep in touch. I hope you can make one or
I barely know the answer.
fish.
Hey, man.
I'll grip on it. That's remember, my brain. Wonderful thing to forget there.
Good pitch.
He's so right.
Put a robot there, and their faces because they will call the segments. And phones ring in, people are talking.
Yep. Good pitch.
Yeah, I was told.
Good.
Things we used to do. Don't know those things. You're in the book. As I get more patient, patient with everybody. Like somebody should.
Okay, hold on.
Sure, there was other conversation in between. This, but timing was perfect.
She was probably talking about something over here. I don't know. He
It was right as why it was coming. Too funny. I got a few chuckles out of that one. I agree with what you say.
Come on, Gunner!
They're getting luck with their direction.
Yeah.
Where's our drop? That's a solid hit.
Come on, Jude.
All American.
All right, Jude, go outside, got your pitch. Don't force it.
Exactly. That's what you're finding a little bit.
All right, Jude.
Shit, that Yankees he goes up there and he didn't make eye contact for the last second, and they called him. They warned him before, and he did the same thing. And they called him. Yeah. He just messed with the pitch. He comes in, he's doing this until the last second.
Oh, yeah? Yep.
Go Ethan.
Hey, boy! Good job, buddy!
Yeah. That's a beautiful play.
We didn't run track through South Dakota. Cincinnati was in town. So got to watch Ellie De La Cruz.
Yeah.
That dude. He just plays. He saw one pitch, hit a line drive to the gap in right field. I think he had 3 hits that game. Watched it get picked up first, and then later in the game, he was playing short, and a guy from the Rockies gets on second base, and he's standing on top of the base. De La Cruz walks up to him, and he's still 2 feet taller than him. And then by the end of the game, we had tickets down the left field. Go, get over him, get over him. There we go, score, Ethan! Go, Lucas! There we go. Watch it, watch it. Down, down. There we go. Good, look out. Go, Henry.
Look at him on the run. Cruz going away from him. I don't think he's let's go, Henry! That's a big one. So I would give it a triple rating.
Yep.
Good. So, we're on like a 15-day week.
Oh yeah, they're on it.
What did happen?
Fly ball set. Oh, we're all just chatting.
From the field. And it just, he comes into the game. You know?
That dude still hits the ball.
So he was low that night. He was 97. He hit 100 once. But he splitter and he threw his curveball.
You gotta close it.
And he was
13 miles an hour. When he comes out, he's probably looking at the tank.
Yeah, and he's doing 7. So that was cool. And, you know, I tried to explain to him before, been from you?
I have. It's been several years.
Did they
ago.
close the streets? Did they make the streets part of the ballpark when you were? Or did they have things back?
This would have been in 2002.
So they changed it. There's streets that go around. And 3 hours before it ends, they close them off. And when you walk through the area on the street, that's where they take the okay. And so then they take
That's awesome.
when we walked kind of going out.
Beautiful.
I was like, you know,
Going to Fenway.
it's like this big of one of those.
Yeah.
We were flying around.
Get some more stuff up. Pay for them. Pay for them.
I mean, it was. So we were.
Oh, for Fenway? Who were they playing?
Ray. Off the
Okay.
end of the division. So we were actually supposed to be in there.
Oh boy!
No, I think so. Yep, so we moved up back in there. So I did
36 hours of medical school time.
Yeah.
And, they rate the tickets. Oh, this is
good
great
deal.
value, great deal, blah, blah. So, end up with tickets, they're down the left field line away. They're on the and I didn't realize they're on the club line.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, we get there.
Okay.
I have no problem. Yeah. I just like, but it's like the vibe comes off. Yeah.
Hey, there's the manager.
They're all feeling.
Right here.
Did you help these kids? Yep. And he looked at me sideways and we had a big group.
Couple of guys.
We put them out online. It's real cheap. Yeah. And I happened to be the benefactor. And good. Attaboy, Ethan. Good job. He ends up like, they're receiving these guys. It's just happening. But you just better get comfortable, correct? And they're all talking to each other. And tank tops and chain necklaces and chin strap beards and seltzers and I'm just sitting there and I didn't say a word to Ethan. Hey, he was sitting 2 feet knocking on his They're not even paying attention.
Okay.
We're gonna get up. I was like, oh shit, these guys are gonna get on. And I'm like, fuck no. I'm not doing that.
Good pitch.
They were telling large sponsors to leave or something. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not getting on the Jumbotron first people. Yep. So I'm just sitting there chuckling to myself.
Great pitch.
And we stuck around for about 6 innings or so. And they were good. Dude was like, we're going to concession stand. You want any nachos? You want a beer? You want? Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Run it out! Hurry!
They were good guys.
Go!
I was having some trouble for myself, but I think I'd have to say that.
They were part of it.
No, they were, for the most part, but like most of the other guys kind of. Yeah. At that point, it's like, all right, buddy, we're shooting. We gotta go see this.
Yeah.
So we went out and we walked the lap, and we ended up about 8th inning. We ended up grabbing seats. We didn't get too close to the field, but behind home plate, grabbed some seats, and watched the rest of the game. Like where those pine trees are in right center, he probably hit it for me. I was snapping a couple pictures of him, and I'm like, I wish I'd gotten a video because the one pitch later just sends it. Attaboy, Weston! It's like a couple.
Oh, be ready!
They show up. Yeah. Have you been to Wrigley?
Yep, and it got rained out.
Oh.
So I got to see Wrigley from inside, and then it just was a I wasn't going to wait 4 hours for it to finish.
Yeah. I've been fortunate enough to see 2 games at Wrigley, and we took the kids. We did a train game track thing in St. Louis. Did not get to Busch, but took the kids in game track to Chicago. Unfortunately, the Cubs were out of town, so we did a Wrigley Stadium tour. So I got to go underneath. Didn't see the clubhouse or anything, but got to go in the tunnels, on the field, in the dugout. They were very particular about who touched the ice and that kind of thing. So the kids, and that was like 3.5, maybe 4 years ago. Kids felt like they were still there. But they got to be on the field.
At least
I
was
I did. I got there. I got been to Yankee, I've been to Fenway, and I've been to Wrigley.
the whole type of thing.
Okay. Attaboy. Yeah, I have experience on it. Aaron and I both. It's now in prior life. I thought we were retired from Hallmark. Yeah. And that footprint of that stadium is literally on the about to be demolished Hallmark Center. Where we both worked. He had almost 20 years old.
Good pitch, that boy.
There you go. I don't know. The whole downtown feel is cool because you drop crowd, but getting in and out and the whole shit show that can come with it. There's more of a. Yeah, boy!
Great pitch, great pitch.
There's more of a permanent residency down there because there's so many more condos and nightlife, bars. People will get out.
Yeah.
I just hope it's sustainable for 81 years. Yeah. If it would help if the roads were pretty good product on the field. Probably do you compare it to, I don't know if you buy that. Yeah. But with the hall, and if there's got they're not, I don't want to downsizing the shell of what it was. Yeah, and when it had its heyday, you know. That's what they gave us. Yeah. Well, yeah. COVID covered it up. Laid off. That 7,000 to 8,000. And they were down there. There were so many stores that were dark, closed off. They were trying to lease them out to other companies. Yeah. Yeah.
And they've got one like a young player.
Yeah, we've got what are we gonna do with Bobby's heyday? Whatever, dude. Is he gonna be wasted in 3-4 years from now, or can 2 years from now get looking traded? Hopefully not.
Yeah.
Right.
And somebody will also do something like that. But
Yeah.
somebody.
We don't want to see that guy go.
No, he's like.
He's gonna end up with the Yankees.
He won. They want to be that board. They don't want to be anywhere.
Boy, Parker! Get down, get down.
So yeah, that was.
You say what?
They're gonna have to find something. They're gonna have to.
Well, I think he's probably got that. He's gonna hit it, Dinger.
Yeah.
He's gonna get the 320. Unless he's just a brighter guy, I'm always following He's 30 years old. Well, yeah. So he was one of those guys that drafted him. Here we go, Zach.
Hey, stay through it. Stay through it. Here we go.
She probably did. I don't know.
Hey, D-man, work away. Work away. Work away.
Here we go. Zach, come on, Zach. Probably, yeah. Good season. You been doing okay?
Yeah.
Good summer?
Yeah, it's busy.
You did? Oh. Is that what you were talking about with John? Okay.
Same industry.
Same arena.
Monday was my first day.
Okay. Oh boy.
But yeah, everything's good.
Good. I'm a year behind you.
I have all the solids too. It's the patterns that was really